There is a pretty big percentage of people that are now using AI to write their email. I'm one of them. I built a script that read through my inbox. I thought it was hot stuff. And then, accidentally, I had, without the human in the loop, created a feedback and sent about 10,000 messages by accident all at once. So on the scale of apocalyptic hellscape of doom to absolute cult-like reverence, I'm like in the middle. I'm a pragmatist. I'm actually less concerned at the moment about artificial intelligence and more about the sudden explosion of a lot of people are exhibiting a shocking amount of confidence, and that should give you pause. We're no longer questioning people when they speak with this great authority. It also means that we are belittling technology that does actually have a pretty significant chance of fundamentally altering what it means to be a human on this planet. I talk a lot about learned helplessness. We start to use something and it becomes a crutch. We can't function without it. Why is a PowerPoint deck a reasonable way to communicate with another human being? I mean, if you think about it on the face of it, this is a really ridiculous thing that we all do. The reason is because that's a good way to distill concepts to have a conversation. Now, once you use artificial intelligence as an intermediary and you're asking that system to do that distilling for you, you've not had to do that yourself. And that is actually a skill. The head of a storied venture capital firm, he got asked the question, well, what do you think about the future of work and leadership and everything else? And he's got very, very excited to talk about their very first AI board member. And she had the same rights as the other board members who were the heads of the fund, who were all men, white guys. And I said, just out of curiosity, how'd you pick the name? Why is it gendered at all? And he didn't have a response, but the answer was because it was a sub-in for what they should have been doing anyways, which is to have other types of people in that organization. If you already have a workforce problem, AI doesn't solve that for you. Insurance, financial services, and healthcare. These are incredibly vulnerable institutions with a lot of people that are displeased with how those institutions operate. And artificial intelligence is going to, whether they want it to or not, obviate a lot of the work and the workflow processes that exist today. Artificial intelligence is going to divide humanity in ways that people haven't thought through. And one of the ways that it's going to divide people is the people who have spent time amassing actual knowledge through dedicated work and effort. They are going to be fine. Yes, jobs are going to change, but the people who have amassed that lived experience, I'm not worried about them. There's a whole bunch of people that are trying to cheat and take the fast route, and they're using automated tools as a way to do that. In the knowledge space, those people I am worried about, because I'm not sure what their fallback position is.